steeped in history, Istanbul was once the capital of the greatest empire, the city of trade, energy, culture, and food. In this video, I'll give you a glimpse of Istanbul's magic. On my way to my home country, I decided to go on a free tour provided for its passengers by Turkish Airlines. Tag along on my mini 5-hour adventure, transfer, cats, and one meal included. You get yourself this thingy where it shows where you have to go. It's a little confusing. And you got this thing for free, touristic experience. That's what we're doing. This is my tourist gang, and that's where you will find it. If you're flying with Turkish Airlines and your layover in Istanbul is between 6 and 24 hours, you can join their free city tour program called Tourist Istanbul. Here's how it works. Upon buying your tickets, make sure to choose an option with this tour. Once you buy your ticket, you will receive the email to register. Make sure to do it before your flight. Then you arrive, locate their booth, sign in, receive this lanyard, and wait. No extra fees. Flight with and without a tour is going to cost the same, so you might as well. Check out their website. Depending on the day and time, you might get different experiences, which I think is a great idea as it invites you to come again and again. I'm taking evening tour on Monday, which includes 2 mosques, some monuments, Grand Bazaar, and dinner. There is also Q&A tab, which I found very helpful. All the questions you might have, they're gonna be there. Come on time, but be prepared to wait. Our tour started 30 minutes late. I was honestly surprised by how large our group ended up being, but each bus gets a guide and it becomes your group for the day. It's 1-hour drive to the destination. I couldn't help noticing how incredibly skilled our driver was. Honestly, it's actually a thing that bus drivers in Istanbul are crazy good at driving through a winding, narrow streets and the steep hills of the old part of the city. Watching them handle those tight turns so smoothly is terrifying but impressive.
So this is not the Bosphorus, or this is not a river. This is actually the Gulf, which lies between the European continent. And you see people are fishing here. You don't need a license to do fishing. All you need is your equipment. That's why it's a crowded place with people and fishermen together. And now you will see many mosques, and I will show you one of them.
Istanbul looks so old with grand architecture everywhere you turn. It's crowded but in a lively good way. People fishing, selling snacks, walking along the waterfront. And then there's this super modern train passing by. I love the contrast. We were not really lucky with the weather, and it's a big no. It's a walking tour. Bring umbrella, water, leave your carry-on in the airport or in the bus. And I don't think it's a good tour for families with strollers or very young children, as it's a lot of walking, some elevation, and I don't think much accommodation. Istanbul cat in its natural habitat. First stop on our tour is actually all 5 sightseeings from the list. Fountain, 3 obelisks, and a blue mosque, all in one giant square. The obelisks are just huge columns, nothing special to me. On the other hand, the Blue Mosque is a stunning piece of art. Built in 1609, it's a beautiful example of classical Ottoman architecture, with a massive central dome and a huge courtyard surrounded by elegant columns. It gets its nickname from the 20,000 handmade blue Iznik tiles that decorate the interior wall. Unfortunately, I couldn't find our guide or the main entrance that I felt comfortable walking in because there was a prayer, seemed like, so I didn't get to go inside. But honestly, I enjoyed walking through the courtyard and finding all the cats. This is pretty cool. They have all of the literature for free, which is very cool. They have Quran, they have the Bible, they have the concept of God. I think it's pretty cool. Different languages. Oh wow, this is cool. That looks so pretty. Along the mosque, you can see these chairs with water. That's so people wash their feet before coming into the mosque. And here you go, our group to our next adventure. The next stop was literally just on the other side of the square, the stunning Hagia Sophia, a massive former cathedral turned into mosque. That's when I really started to notice the fast pace of the tour, about 15 minutes at each stop. I'm not sure if it was because we started late or if it's going inside wasn't the part of the plan, but we didn't get to enter. It was basically take a few pictures and go. Sometimes you walk and you just lose this guy and you have like a little second of panic, but then you kind of see a trail of people with the blue lanyards and you just trust them. I really think we lost half of our group, to be honest. And we actually did lose some people. During dinner, I had a nice chat with a woman from Ontario, and she told me that right after the mosque, her husband and daughter got separated from the group. They couldn't find us, and they had to take Uber straight back to the airport. At each stop, the tour guide gives a brief overview of how much time you have to explore and where to meet him afterwards. The schedule is so tight that you really have to stay on time. 2 minutes and this guy is gone. Honestly, that's why I think this space might not be ideal for families. The Grand Bazaar is like stepping into a living maze of history. Built in the 15th century, it's one of the oldest and largest covered markets in the world, with over 60 streets and more than 4,000 shops tucked under its vaulted ceilings. Walking through it feels like you're in one of those romantic travel novels. You can find anything in here. Pieces of art and history, yes, lamps, jewelry that's probably hella overpriced, silk and cashmere scarves, spices, clothes, bags, anything. I would not recommend buying any of it, it's all overpriced. If you love to bargain, you can definitely go for it, but there are better places where you can get any of them. Girl, I had a dream with these houses. I swear to God, maybe a couple of months ago, and it was also like a mall, like an old-time mall. Wow. Look at these. Am I a witch or what? My mom told me not to walk alone, and here I am. There was a moment when I realized I'm doomed when not my tour guide showed up. All this time I was standing with the wrong group. But it's okay. I am confident. I already traveled by myself before. This is very convenient. They light it up. Oh, and now you can go. It wasn't that bad because the guy showed us where the restaurant was before we left to the Grand Bazaar. So I caught up with my group. Okay, you come in and they already have this and everyone are taking their spots. So we got salad. And I put the salad in here, rice. We got pieces of bread and we have this sweet thingy. I think it's pretty good. I think the portions were great. The variety is amazing. They gave you a Coke and a water as well. That was very tasty to me. I would not eat beans next time because my stomach did not felt great afterwards. And maybe not the spice that they were offering as well, just in case, you know. But I think for free, that was great. And you could also ask for refills. Everyone are so excited by this ice cream guy. My mom gave me an interesting request to get her a cherry coke, and it's been 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and I'm still walking. Otherwise, it's a very, very spacious airport. I don't know about you guys, but when my parents would go on international trips and bring us Toblerone, I would be shitting my pants of happiness. That would be like such a luxurious chocolate that you could only get in the airport and never nowhere else. So I'm bringing my family this one. My younger sister asked for it, okay? So I'm gonna get this one, and they're all on sale because no one is coming to Turkey these days. So I'm gonna use this opportunity and get something else. Oh yeah, and another candy that I loved were Maltesers. Oh my god. Also, like Toblerone, I thought that you can only find these in the airport and nowhere else in this world. Until I saw Dollarama in Canada. Another chocolate was to die for are these celebrations, and it's like a whole set of different candies, but the red one, the Maltesers, oh boy, the Maltesers and Bounty, and this one were so good, and me and my brother would fight for them. We would fight for them, and look at this, so expensive. I also thought that these types of chocolates also can be found only in the airport until I saw HomeSense, and they were like twice or 3 times as cheaper as this one. But if you've never tried these ones and you don't mind alcohol, these are actually pretty good. I don't know, I like these in the winter, especially when it's like just a little extra something, but this is too expensive. This is the iconic duty-free Turkey design, and I don't think it ever changed, ever since I remember. I kind of like it, very cute. Lol. Let's judge their prices. Based on the website, everyone gets their burgers, I assume, because no one can afford anything else. 28 Canadian dollars for the cheapest one and 91 Canadian dollars for the most expensive one. Crazy. With 4.4 stars and over thousands of reviews, definitely go to the lowest ratings to find the truth. I love their reply to this particular 1-star comment that says, "Hi Rashid, we appreciate your feedback and I hope to welcome you back for this memorable experience that you loved so much." Anyways, the cheapest steak is $76 and most expensive one is 184 Canadian dollars. Well, what can you expect? I find the airport not being user-friendly. In comparison to other airports I've been to, Istanbul wasn't very pleasant, honestly. Many absolutely identical duty-frees, tons of space, and just little pockets of sitting areas. I was annoyed because I couldn't find a good spot unless I buy a $13 Coke. No thank you, and McDonald's saved the day. Anyways, that is all for my video, guys. What do you think? Was the free tour worth it? Of course it was, because it was for free. As I mentioned before, see if the pace fits your family needs. I think it's a great opportunity to get away from airport's crazy prices and check out the city without any hustle. Would I try it again? Yes, because their Bosphorus boat tour sounds like a great time in the spring or summer, sunny day, the views and a slow pace definitely gonna be great. Anyways, thank you for sticking with me all the way to the end and I hope we'll see you soon. Bye bye!